Good morning, I'm Lynn and welcome to Ewetopia Farms. It started last night. So we had a few lambs last night. Pair of twins here, a little guy and a really big guy to her. She's an old mother. And two little even ones right here. And right now we got a placenta I got to take out of this pen. There we go. Get that out of there. Nice healthy placenta. So right away I'm going to record the mom and these lambs in my little book here. Just so I know who they are, because if they start lambing now I'll lose track, and I like to get everything, you know me, I like everything organized. So we got a humdinger ram lamb here, so I'm gonna see who he's from, but I'm guessing he's gonna be from Gimli. Gimli is our big ram, and this guy, he's a beauty, and she's a ewe we bought quite a few years ago. She's an old ewe now. There he goes. But already some lambs you can see the quality right away. Hi buddy, you look lovely. You are nice. And she had two ram lambs, so we put a green marker on her, and the two dots indicate that she has two ram lambs. So the reason for this, people ask all the time, is when they're in a group pen, like with a bunch of them like that, and they're running around, and I see number 2 with 2 dots walking around, I'll look in the vicinity to make sure her 2 lambs are with her. And that way I can find them quickly at a glance and see how they're doing. So this one has one boy and one girl, so she's got a red dot for the girl and a green dot for the boy. These two ewes had lambs in the middle of the night all by themselves, unassisted. However, there were about 7 stealers trying to steal all these lambs. So stealer sheep are usually ones that are really close to lambing themselves, and they're so pumped up that they want to take somebody else's lamb. So I'm expecting that we're going to have a lot more lambs in the next few days. Now the only problem with lambing at this time of year is it can affect us going to the shows. In the morning of the day of the show, of course, we'll be doing chores and checking anyone, but if we have sheep coming in, we have to cancel the show. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we can have our lambs and do our shows too. But that's always the problem. And we're going to see if Corey will come in and just peek on the sheep every few hours while we're at the shows. But if someone's lambing right when we're about to leave, then yeah, we just can't do it. We can't leave. So we just got a random call from what we consider a neighbor. Just lives half an hour away from us, and he's into sheep now. So he's here looking for a couple of rams. So we're gonna show him some of our boys today. Okay, that's the problem with neighbors buying from you. It's the wheeling dealing. Anyway, he bought Fred here, who's gonna add meat to any sheep. This guy, this is the guy we really had a dispute over. We wanted a bit more money, but this guy too, he's a really nice guy. And our triplet guy here. So they're going to be going off to a working home soon. A couple weeks more. They're going to just stay here. And then they'll be going into a group of 65 ewes. Some commercial crosses, and hopefully they do a great job. 3 ram lambs should have no problem breeding 65 ewes. Okay, so today's our first training day with the rams. The best way to put the halters on is to just put them in a little catch pen here and then take them out 2 at a time. Well, I started to wash the ram lambs, but apparently we got someone lambing, so I gotta put this on hold and go see what's going on in the barn. Okay, we got a lammy. It looks like a big one. Looks like maybe a young mum. And sometimes first timers are a little scared. Okay, she's heading up to the jug now. Another big lammy. Really big one. What do you have, honey? Is that a nice lammy? Another boy? Gonna be a boy here. Hi. Hi, he's really nice. Okay, just checked her milk. She's got milk on both sides. Just gonna give the little lamb some iodine. I'm guessing with the size of her, since she's a small one, that she's only having a single, but you never know. So when the mom is really small and the lamb is big, then you gotta make sure that they get on the nipple, because that lamb's gonna have to duck down a little bit. Well, we're trying to wash these guys. It's a little harder than the lambs because these guys have wool left from the March shearing, like it's grown in, and now it's not. It's a lot harder to wash. Okay, so one of our rams was sheared with scissors because the shearer didn't do him, and he needs tidying up a little bit. And we have a shearing stand. We've never used it, so it could be a terrible disaster. Like, we are totally new at sheep shows. We've gone to them, but we just wing it. We do well by just the sheep, but what we know is pretty well nothing.
One of those high. I don't like this part.
Well, but if he comes off, he breaks his neck.
No, he doesn't. Hang up to down till we're I think they're supposed to lie to that. But I think he's up to line.
unhook them first. You wouldn't want to take him down the ramp. Get out, Ben.
No, I think the ramp was just he can't walk backwards.
Okay, so we got that little guy trimmed off a little bit, a lot better. It was our first time using a stand. Scary because if they fall off, they could, you know, strangle. But he's trimmed off now. They've been bathed, basically, first bath. They're still kind of mucky because, like I said, their wool's a little longer, so it's harder to get the dirt out of it, but they look a lot better. We got the Suffolks here. This guy's the stand-in. And yeah, it's hard to believe he's a stand-in because he's really nice. And my guy's over there. But we're gonna bring them all in now. And we'll walk them around as we bring each one in, but I just wanted to film them all standing here so you could have a look at them. Someone asked if the shows were far away. All the shows are about a 2-hour drive for us. They're a one-day event. They're just fall fairs. Not too many of the fall fairs have sheep shows left, but we got 3 to go to this year. And so we'll leave crack of dawn in the morning and we get home at night, that same night. There's an entry fee, very small entry fee. I think it's like $10. And prize money is awarded for the first 5 placements. And yeah, that's about it. It's more fun than anything. They're really small shows. This is not like the massive shows you see in the States and stuff. Canada just doesn't have those kind of large shows. Even our biggest show, the Royal, only like 6 breeders go in each class. It used to be a big event, but it's not anymore. The Classic is probably the biggest sheep show in Canada, I would say, where you saw me filming where we bought the sheep, and that's a show and sale. But otherwise, sheep shows in Canada are fairly small. But the competition is tough. I think we've got some really, really good sheep breeders in Canada. And those guys are usually at all the fairs. We're just gonna take them back to their pen. They've been tied up for a couple hours. Arnie's got Klondike, and I'm gonna go grab the little guy that was on the stand who is Cocaine. You're going to be really wild. Hi. And this is number 3. Oh, number 3 is Kodiak. And this is my little guy that I'm going to show. Cash. This is Cash. Arnie's got the Substitute, and I have Kryptonite here.
buddy.
So the moral of the training is that it's way easier not to go in a show. Okay, and there we got Killer, the last one to go in. And then we're gonna call that a day. Because we're exhausted today.
You looking inside, Killer? You wanna go?
So we gotta just trim them up a little bit. But at least they're bathed, and
let's go and see your cousins.
Bathing takes so long that they get used to being on a halter that way. Killer is the most easy to walk on the leash because he enjoys being showed. Those are the rams. We put the big rams outside just for a second because we can't walk them across here with the rams in here, because we tried that once and got mobbed by the big guys. So he's gonna go back in. Yeah. And I imagine in the morning all these guys will be filthy because they're rams. And now they all smell different because they got washed. So now they're going to try fight and hump each other. Because rams are ridiculous. See? Look at them. I kind of wish I had Scotty's day. He's just laying in the shade under the willow tree. These are the showgirls. They got off the hook today. So they had a nice day. And to end our day, we'll have a look at our lamb. The population is growing. We got our first one well established in her underfeeder cave. And we got 2 new ones in here. And yeah, they also have discovered the underfeeder cave. One on that side and one on the other. This one as well is under the feeder. They love those spots, and so do we, because moms don't lay on them that way. Those 2 are laying together. Oh, this one's got blood on it, the one that was just born. Its umbilical cord's bleeding, so we gotta tie it up. With the white sheep, it's real easy to notice that because the blood is noticed. Mom, don't lick it. Sometimes moms, they will chew on it if they see blood there and can pull it out. So we don't want that to happen. I might get some more iodine too. So that lamb is over there nursing. That was born today. Put a lot of iodine on it to try keep her off. But you see, he has a really big umbilical cord. I don't know why we didn't notice that when he was born, but you can see the blood on him. Sometimes that's placenta all over him. But I think that cord was leaking, and she's pulling at it. And we have had ewes pull it right out. So let's hope she doesn't do that. They're not trying to hurt them. They're trying to groom them and clean them.
For an hour, so it dries up.
But we're totally exhausted. Like I said, the cleaning and walking and halter training the sheep probably looks easy, but like my back is killing me. It's hours of labor and bending and pulling, and yeah, it's for the young people, I think. Because we're definitely knackered right now. Anyway, there's that mom licking the umbilical cord again. I'm gonna knock her off. Don't like that. But we're gonna call this a day, And I hope you'll join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.